Alright, so we got DJ Akademiks just ended his and Drake's careers for good. For raps, man. Yo, we covered it. I reacted to Rapaholics. Shout out to Rapaholics video on the whole DJ Akademiks thing. Alright, so if you are caught up to everything that's going on at this point, apparently DJ Akademiks, he came out, and I remember the tweet. So boom, someone came out, leaked Drake's messages or DMs, and then Akademiks, he came out on Twitter. He was like, yo, those are fake, bro. Straight up, yo, that man is capping. Source is the boy. That's what he said. The source was the boy. Hey, yo, in 2025, we learned that was straight cap, man. In hours, the man that, you know what I mean, leaked the whole thing. You feel me? He leaked everything. He leaked literally everything. Straight up, and I'm pretty sure they talked on stream. I didn't see that whole stream that DJ Akademiks did when he came back and all that. Not gonna lie, I'm not really interested in its streams. I used to be a big fan, but just not for me. I'll pick up the clips and stuff like that, but that's about it. So yeah, you know what I mean? We seen it, and a lot of people were just calling out because, you know what I mean? Obviously, Drake does not give up about this man because he lied to him, and it is what it is, bro. I seen clip of DJ Akademiks saying like, yo, y'all want me to get so mad, because Drake is, you know what I mean, lying to me or all that shit. And it's like, for me personally, I don't really give a fuck, honestly, but I can see why people are pointing it out, because it just goes back to the fact that the man doesn't give a fuck about you. Clearly, man, I'm pretty sure he knows this. It just is what it is. You gonna get the backlash for the biggest beef that happened this century. I mean, yo, we can't forget this man was mentioned by both Drake and Kendrick, bro, in both songs. Both, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, we about to check out what Fantastic Hip Hop gotta say. Oh yeah, and I seen some clips of DJ Akademiks talking about the whole LeBron situation, and that was some.
Yo, they know all the plays. Yo, you know I talked to the Trishas in the six. Bro, they say you come to town, they take all the phones, they got you in the back room. Yo, come on, stop. I ain't trying to snitch. But Drake has snitches, so I'm just full snitching now, right? Not playing.
Some real corny stuff. I don't know if he talks about this here, but I'm pretty sure he does. I'm pretty sure LeBron's in the thumbnail, actually, if I'm not mistaken. Oh yeah, he is. All right, sorry for the long intro. Let's see what's up, man. I be yapping, yo. Someone told me in the comments, bro, in my last video that I be yapping. My fault, bro, but that's what it is. That's YouTube for you.
For Drake and DJ Akademiks, the amount of failure, embarrassment, and humiliation these two have managed to amass together is really unlike anything else in not just hip-hop, but all of music history. And even despite redefining what losing looks like through all of the lows we have already seen, if you thought everything we have been unfortunate enough to witness so far from the most pathetic rapper and media personality in the game was enough, well, I got news for you, because with their most recent controversy, it is somehow the worst yet, because after Drake and Akademiks were getting exposed for straight up lying to everyone and their reputations had never been more in question because of it, the response Ak had to this to try and defend both him and Drake has really put their careers in a place where, beyond rap beef or even just being a personality within the public eye in general, in the near future, everything we know about them may just be taken away within a fashion that we have never seen before, because with what Akademiks just said about Drake and his personal life, which he is saying is fact in his own words, while I don't think he realized this in the moment, he may have just made every piece of speculation about who Drake is behind closed doors really true. And now, before we get any further into this, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. And so now, with Drake and DJ Akademiks, it's really wild to me how after Drake was trying to say that he is going to move forward with his career in 2025 and that he's no longer going to be caught up in all of the drama that he has not been able to escape, in his own words, that he's now leaning further than he ever has into letting this beef and his failure in it take over his entire personality and brand. As
Hey,
instead
bro.
of
That's the type of shit that you don't really want to be a part of, bro. Like, the only reason this man is actually like headlining, first off, yes, points because he's Drake, 100%. But at the same time, it's not from any, not that it has to be, but like, nah, some G shit. It's none of that, bro. It's him being a little bitch each time. Like, I'm not even trying to filter this. Like, I'm keeping 100, bro. How I'm seeing it, how a lot of niggas have seen it. This is how a bitch nigga moves. Like, you really gotta think. This man, Kendrick, got Drake rapping a freestyle to LeBron about LeBron switching up on him because of Kendrick's diss track. 8 months later, after the beef, after everyone moved on. That's what people are not looking at. Like, if this doesn't scream bitch to you, bro, I'm just trying to get some good music, Drake. That's all I need from you. Good music, good vibes. That's all we need. I don't really like this whole thing, this LeBron shit. Sorry,
just doing anything to strengthen his image or reputation, He is trying to take down everyone's name with him, and so now after Drake and Akademiks were both in trouble because Drake had some DMs get leaked and exposed, which were showing him trying to play victim about the current situation he is in with his label and against Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us record, and he ended up tying LeBron and his wife Savannah into things with this weird analogy which once again shows how Drake loves bringing people's families into the center of all of his controversy.
Yeah,
After Drake was so embarrassed from having the public see how delusional he is about this entire situation that then he made DJ Akademiks come out and say these messages were fake and that Ak heard this directly from Drake himself. But then these two were quickly proven to be straight out lying, as the person who was on the other end of these messages posted the entire thread and therefore embarrassed Drake even more. As Drake and Ak were getting dragged for trying to deceive everyone so badly that even their own audiences were getting frustrated with them. Ak seemingly went on stream to clear the air about this entire controversy, and as
it's
he
funny
said
how this
one of the
man,
crazy-
I'm pretty sure Akademiks was gonna take, I'm sorry for pausing so much, but I'm pretty sure this man was gonna take an actual like month break. You feel me? Akademiks took 2-week break. He took a 2-week vacation and held back right on. Obviously it's a job, you know what I mean? You gotta stay, but I'm pretty sure he was mentioning he was gonna take like a month break, you know what I mean? The whole January. As soon as this shit popped up and he said something, bro, he had to come back and clear up the air. There's no, you know what I'm saying? Because niggas are gonna run with that narrative. I could be wrong, obviously. He could have just, you know what I mean, been dumb and came back, but it sucks that, I don't know.
Craziest streams he has ever done, try to prove that he has journalistic integrity and that he would never push false information, which in of itself, before we even go any further, is an absolute joke because Ak has always pushed so much false info and narratives over the years to try and benefit his own ideals regardless of the truth. But now, in one of the most emotional and erratic times we have seen Ak on camera, which of course for his standards is saying a lot, he went into these DMs, and while Ak did go on to admit that he and Drake did lie and that these DMs were in fact real, in the process of him doing this, which again, to say anything slightly against Drake must have been scary for him considering how Ak has tied the entire success of his career and brand to supporting him, Ak said some of the wildest things he ever has on camera, which from having to try and defend his own honor, reputation.
Okay, first off, I don't think Akademiks surrounded his whole career supporting Drake. That's not true. If you believe that, then you just haven't been watching Akademiks. This man don't give a fuck. I don't think he's ever even met Drake. If you were really on that level to actually put your whole entire career over a single nigga that you haven't even seen, like haven't even met, and you're number one right now, yeah, nah. I mean, the fact that he still hasn't met him is crazy, and he's number one. So it's, at the same time, like, I get it. If you say something and they don't like it, you connections, relations, all that. So it's low key better to, you know what I mean, be away from all that shit. But yeah, nah.
And credibility by saying that he is not in any sort of relationship with Drake, which again just slowing things down and processing how strange of a place we are at. The fact that Ak had to go on a camera and say this shows just how far gone and how pathetic this entire corner of the hip-hop world really is in of itself. But later, as Ak went on to do what he's best for here, which is go on long emotional tangents where his thoughts get less and less clear to the point where after a while you can't even follow a fraction of what he is saying, he did reach a point where after rambling for so long, he finally started to make a little too much sense, and he went on to talk about Drake and LeBron James. Which of course Drake's mention of LeBron and his wife in these messages was one of the main reasons why this entire controversy got the attention of so many people in the first place. And when trying to clear the air and really just tell us what's actually going on between Drake and LeBron, as ever since Drake released his new freestyle, the beef between these two has been reaching a more publicized point than it has ever been. Ak went on to say and seemingly reveal that he knows Drake had a bond with LeBron that nobody else quite had with him, as they kept a ton of secrets together that for Bron, according to Ak, if we all knew, would change his entire image. And as Ak was saying that because of the fact that LeBron has now chose Kendrick's side in their beef over Drake, Drake is now gonna let more and more loose about the truths nobody else has ever exposed about Bron, and while saying this, when trying to help Drake and give him some credibility by diverting the controversy on LeBron, Ak went on to say that the claims Drake made about LeBron not being loyal to his wife are not just true, but that when LeBron used to hang out with Drake pretty much any time, or when he was at away games playing the Raptors, which of course meant he was in Drake's hometown, LeBron would go over to Drake, and to say the least about this strange situation, there would be women and then some strange activities that Kendrick Lamar did indeed rap about on Meet the Grams during the beef would go down. And as Ak used the words when describing what Drake did to help out Bron, like supply and facilitate, which when you piece together tell you everything you need to know about what he was getting at, all together while Ak was trying to expose LeBron here and alter his public image. First off, as this is a conversation and a moment that was all about Ak's credibility in the first place, as Ak is the one saying this, and at the end of the day, nobody takes this guy seriously, it has done nothing to actually affect LeBron one bit. But for Drake, and let's remember, beyond everything else, Ak is a guy who does speak to him on a regular basis, and before this moment was just publicly representing his word, and while it wasn't the actual truth what he was saying, it was still the message that Drake wanted to send out and have be perceived as reality.
Yep.
All in all, when you put all of the context of this situation together, Ak is telling the world that while a good portion of people believe some of Kendrick Lamar's lyrics about the horrible lifestyle Drake surrounds himself in was a stretch, or even that Kendrick was taking things too far altogether, if what Ak is saying is half true, and again, to lie this much about Drake from him is just not in his character, well then he just admitted to the world that Drake really should be looked into because what he is doing is not normal. And really, in the grand picture of what he is saying, Ak admitted that the lyrics and disses Kendrick had going Drake's way are bigger than just rap beef. Because what Ak is admitting by saying that Drake was setting these strange meetings up for Bron, and there was of course a lot involved going into it of course to not have any of this come out until someone who was trying to use this information to take down LeBron is using it. Well, this isn't just strange and something that people like me and you look down on. But at most places, and again to just say the very least, this is not allowed, and if what Drake was doing is even proven to be the slightest bit true, more than Drake's career being over, his entire reputation would be looked at differently, not just as a rapper or a musician. But beyond all the petty antics that has made his downfall as a celebrity so terrible,
this would, okay, oh my god, here's my thoughts on this whole thing, bro. Like, with LeBron and his business, bro, like, alright, cool. If Drake was to actually expose all that, yeah, nah, bitch ass nigga shit for real, like straight up. But bro, like that's like destroying a family, nigga. That's destroying a whole family. Nigga. He's pushing it too. Like he's not like letting go. He's pushing this whole thing. But at the same time, yo, I question why LeBron was so friendly about, you know what I mean? Like he was playing Drake's music after the whole beef. And I get it. Like he's cool with Drake. He's still cool. Or at least he thought he was. You know what I mean? He likes Kendrick. He likes Drake. It could have been that. He could have been showing love to Drake because he knew he had something on. You know what I'm saying? But I doubt it. I think he was just trying to show like, bro, like move on. Let's, you know what I mean? Let's go on. It's hip hop, bro, straight up. But
Drake would be joining the list that only the worst type of people can be on. And really what's so ironic about this situation is that in this time where Drake's team and stans have wanted to connect people like Kendrick to horrible individuals to try and make his image look terrible, all this time beyond Drake himself, just based on Akademiks' own words, the OVO rapper is the actual person who he has been trying to call out everyone else for being this whole time. And I mean, for both Drake and Ak at this point, how do you make such a mistake to let this happen? Because really, the optics of this entire strategy are just terrible, because while Ak was trying to help Drake here, he of course just dragged his entire name into levels of controversy that
into more controversy. That's so funny to yo. That's hilarious.
Way beyond any of the stuff he has already been in.
That's
so
gotta
while
be
again,
funny
these
to
claims
y'all,
Ak are making are so bold that nobody really can conclude anything from a stream of his alone, when you do just gather some basic context. If we remember that in Drake's official claims against his label, he did list Ak as a direct source to prove what he is saying to be a fact, well then using this same logic for his fans and everyone who is trying to cover this up, how can Ak's voice not be equally meaningful and truthful here? As again, as this is all coming from a source that is as affiliated with Drake as you pretty much can be. It's just so strange how something like this can be said, but honestly, as these disses that only make Drake and his team look worse have been something that he has been doing to try and take a win against anyone he has had beef with since the Hard Part 6 really, in a way, it should not be as surprising as it seems, but going forward, while again, this absolutely insane claim is only really making everyone have more questions about Drake, Ak, what's really going on behind the scenes, and what they are trying to achieve by letting information out like this in the first place, what I think is clear from this is that with the non-stop annoyance LeBron has been getting now from Drake and all of his affiliates and stans ever since the release of this new freestyle from him, I mean, at the very least, LeBron is not just happy with the decision he made to get away from the most pathetic rapper in the game, but he is probably livid with the way his name is now being dragged into so much controversy within a manner that he has never seen over the course of his near 25 years of being one of the biggest stars in the world. And as after all of the years and all of the moments LeBron has had throughout his career, as it is now taking getting dragged down with Drake To have someone who has been as good as they can be in the type of position he is receive the type of claims he is. It just shows how bitter everything around Drake really is and how much of a problem he just causes at this point by doing anything, because instead of moving forward and trying to just release good music or do one thing positive, Drake's entire persona is based around negativity and taking other people down. And if we are seeing this now from Drake, I'm sure this is only going to get a lot worse in the future, as people he has beef with are only continuing to win more and more. And beyond this, if these claims that Akademiks said are further looked into and any of it comes true, well then Drake and Ak's entire reputation and the information they have withheld from us is about to not just end their careers, but it will ruin whatever legacy they have had left as well. And so now with all this said, let me know. What do you think of Drake?
Y'all think that, that was the end of the video, but do y'all think that that'll be the end of their careers after, you know what I mean? I mean, yeah, bro, think about it. So that comes out about LeBron, that comes out about all that, you know what I'm saying? People are gonna look at Drake and Akademiks weird. The way they report it, everything, it's just gonna be like, all right, I don't know if they'll lose their fan base though. They'll definitely lose respect. Something goofy. If it's something evil, yeah, no, they're gaining. I don't know. Let me know what y'all think though. This was a good video though. I do agree with a lot the fantastic hip hop guy has to say. A lot of things are factual, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Drake, you gotta stop moving like this, bro. Drake, you gotta stop moving like this, gang. I ain't gonna lie. You gotta stop this. This is not, I don't know. It's getting to a point, and I see all these people making YouTube videos about this situation and the whole Drake situation this whole time, and it's just like, bro, like me personally, it's like, bro, like I'm just trying to get some good music. I get the drama, cool, but this is stupid drama. If there's no music involved, bro, you know, I'm just reporting on you being a bitch each time with no good music. Like at least when Circadian Rhythms dropped, I was vibing, bro. I was like, hey, I mean, at least he dropping music, you feel me? At least, you know what I mean? Circadian wasn't bad. But now it's just like, bro, you look like a bitch. That Fighting Irish freestyle, if you actually liked it, you're okay, boring as hell, trash. But yeah, man, y'all could join the Discord and let me know what you want me to react to next. Just link in the description. You can just join, you feel me? Subscribe to your boy. We almost at 8K, yo. I appreciate each and every one of y'all that subscribe, for real. Anyways, I hope each and every one of y'all have a blessed day. It's been your boy Ray, signing out. Peace.